Hey everyone, welcome back into Weather for Tuesday night. Mike Schultz with you once again. We can't quite say goodbye to winter yet, even though the first day of spring is only this coming Sunday. But still, Mother Nature decided to not give up too easily with some snow. Looking at a lot more snow in the forecast. We'll tell you about that in just a little bit. Tonight on weather, we're going to be talking about quite a few things. First of all, the light snow should become steady by morning, so more accumulation is expected. In fact, up to 5 inches of snow is possible by Thursday, and even more in some of the other outlying areas. And the snow will end with colder temperatures for the weekend. So temperatures dropping down to around 20 degrees each day. Now, as far as what's going on right now at the airport, 19 for our high today. The overnight low last night, 13. The record high, 45 in 1933. 46 below in 1964. Sunrise and sunset, about 11 hours and 47 minutes as we approach that 12-hour barrier. A gain of 7 minutes from yesterday. What's going on the satellite and radar? You can see a lot more than there was yesterday. A little more energy moving across the state all the way from southeast Alaska, even a few thunderstorms in those clouds there. And there's the snow around the Fairbanks area. We'll zoom in on the radar and show you what's going on. Little band's been hanging to the west of the Fairbanks area all day long. Now it's starting to move slowly to the east, and there's quite a bit of moisture in this band. So as it moves across slowly, that's where we're getting expected to get our decent snowfall from. What's going on across the rest of the state? Well, over southeast Alaska, the rains continue to fall at Ketchikan, but kind of chilly today, only at 39 degrees there. Even cooler at Juneau, 37 degrees. Just some clouds and fog around the Anchorage Bowl, 40 degrees there, 40 degrees, and the rains have finally stopped around the Kodiak region. Around the Cold Bay area, 38 degrees and cloudy skies. Bethel, 18 degrees, even cooler at Nome, 12 degrees for their high today. Up on the North Slope, Barrow at 4 degrees below zero, and Fort Yukon at 12 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Lower 48 weather, not quite as much energy moving on the Pacific Northwest, so the flow is becoming actually a little more to the northwest, to the southeast. But this massive moisture moving across here spawned some pretty good thunderstorm activity across the Minneapolis area and into Chicago. Elsewhere across the country, not too bad of weather. This storm system across the Midwest is expected to bring with it quite a bit of damaging winds and isolated tornadoes even possible, with some hail, quite a large area expected there. Okay, time for once again our weather fact for today. And our weather fact, it was in 1988, Marquette, Michigan had more than 43 inches of snow after it snowed for 4 consecutive days. Didn't stop. You can imagine what damage that caused. And as far as our weather fact, we'll always thanks to Mount McKinley Bank for sponsoring our Kids Weather. And speaking of Kids Weather, they'll be with us next week from Northern Lights Academy. All right, here's your forecast for the northern sections for Alaska tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies at Barrow, more sunshine at Nome, but then light snow is expected of about 1 to 3 inches of accumulation for Fort Yukon. Here in the interior, quite a bit more snowfall to talk about. 2 to 3 inches in the Fairbanks area, a chance of snow in Delta Junction, but there's a weather advisory in effect for the Healy area for 6 to 10 inches of snow by Thursday morning. And that's quite a bit of snowfall, as you can well imagine. Going to be giving you some driving condition problems, so keep that in mind. Over southeast Alaska, rain and snow at Juneau. Periods of rain expected in Ketchikan. While over to the southwest part of the state, we'll be looking at partly cloudy skies at Cold Bay, mostly sunny skies in Bethel, and cloudy skies for Kodiak. And over the south central regions, snow showers expected for Anchorage, snow showers at Homer, and another 6 to 10 inches of snow expected in the Valdez region. And speaking of the snow at Healy, we do have a winter weather advisory in effect right on through Thursday. 6 to 10 inches of snow is expected in the Healy area, right on through Wednesday night into the Thursday morning period. And again, keep that in mind if you're thinking of driving in that direction. It's going to be pretty rough going through the park. Our forecast for the Fairbanks area, periods of snow with a couple inches possible overnight. 4 degrees for the overnight low. Tomorrow's forecast, more snow likely with 2 to 3 inches likely by evening. 24 degrees for the high. And the extended forecast, the snow tapering off on Thursday to flurries, then just partly cloudy to sunny skies across the rest of the 5-day period there. Temperatures cooling down though. Daytime highs right around 20 degrees each day. Overnight lows about 5 degrees. And our weather photograph for tonight, well, this one was sent in by Ron Plummer, the Denali Park Mountains. And for you folks that were wondering what kind of bird that was last night with the owl, Bill Blizzard says it was a camp robber. I'm not sure what kind it is, but that's what he calls it. Anyway, if you have a photo to share, send it to photos@ktvf11.com.
All right, thank you, Mike. That will wrap up this edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We are glad you could join us.
Well, tonight on NBC Nightly News, the NFL today acknowledged that there's a direct link between football and brain disorders. That's up next with Lester Holt.
You can join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or online anytime at webcenter11.com.
All right, from all of us here at the News Center, have a great night.
Good night.